Hey everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new here, my name is Enid. I was gonna make a video about the glue book that I started, but I got sidetracked working on another project, and so that's what I'm gonna bring you in this video. It's a piece of ephemera made out of junk mail that I intended for it to be an insert in a journal, and then it kind of went in a whole other direction. So sit tight and I'll be right back to get started. So I wasn't intending to make this video today, but I think it's sort of a happy little accident that I've come across here. I was playing around with junk mail, an envelope, a window envelope, and I wanted to make it, you know, an insert for a journal, and so I put it together, and I was experimenting with something I've never done before, which is I stitched across like all the seams of the collage and on the inside too, and I was gonna make it an insert in a journal, but then it feels really thick, like with the 2 layers of paper plus the envelope beneath. But then I realized after I had sewn it all together, I opened the envelope up, and then I stitched down the sides, the whole length of the envelope, and then I glued it back together after I did all my stitching. But I realized afterwards that I did not stitch here, and I did not stitch here. So I was debating what to do about it. And in the meantime, I'm watching videos, and I recently started watching DJ at Hither and Yon Studio, and I'm gonna link her channel and the video for her September freebie. I recently started watching her, and apparently she does freebies every month, and she put out a freebie this month for a fall mini journal. And so I decided that this would be the perfect cover for a mini journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to stitch these areas that I missed because it's really bothering me. Oh, and it has like the pockets here where I can insert like, you know, a tag or something, and it has it on the back too. So I'm going to try to open it up without breaking it. I'm going to use my ruler. Let me see if I could take it apart, like where I glued it. Okay. Okay, it seems to be oh, I broke it, darn it. Let me see if I could save that. Maybe cover it up somehow. Shoot. I could figure out some way to fix that. I think everything can be fixed. I should have just torn it like this. Now I have a big tear here, but I'll put something underneath and glue it back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, actually, it might not even turn out to be a problem. Let me see something. Oh my goodness, don't break, don't break, don't break. All right, I'm gonna, that broke. But like I said, it might not be a problem. Let's see what I can do. All right, let me get one of the pages from the mini. So this is one of the pages for the mini. Yeah, so. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? All right, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cut it in half too to add a 1-inch spine. So what I'm going to do, all right, I'm going to cut off this whole area that I broke. I'm going to cut off the whole part that's stitched. I'm going to cut that off there. And I'm going to cut it off on the other side. I'm going to try to keep it even on both sides. Okay. That didn't break, and then I'm gonna re-stitch down that side. All right, so now it opens up. I'm gonna stitch here, and I'm gonna stitch here, and I'm gonna stitch down the sides, and then I'm probably gonna cut off this bottom edge as well, so that I could have maybe like a 1/4 of an inch for the signature top and bottom, because this is way too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that cutting and stitching, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut off the sides that I ripped while I was trying to open it. When the envelope was open, I stitched the 2 parts that I had forgotten to stitch, and then I cut off the bottom. Once I stitched the sides together, I cut off the bottom, this much off the bottom that was here. Yeah, I cut that much off the bottom so that now the page sits nicely in between all the stitch lines all around the journal. Now what I'm gonna do is I want to put like 3 signatures in here of 5 pages each, and obviously I can't do that with this. This would probably be good for 1 signature, but I want to try to make it 3 signatures. Let me get rid of these. Let me get them off my desk. These are all the pieces I cut off. And I'm going to cut it in half now. I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to add a 1-inch piece, a 1-inch spine to it. So wish me luck. All right. All right, so it got a little bit messed up, but that's not going to matter because I can always cover that with some sort of maybe lace or something. So okay, let me get rid of this. Now what I did was let me see, this is the front, and this is, okay, this is how this goes, right? This is the front, and this is the back. You know what? No, I can't make this the front. I really wanted that to be the front, but I can't do it. All right, so let me not even attempt. So now I have the 2 pieces, right? And then I cut out from a manila folder. I cut 2 pieces that are 1 inch wide, and I'm gonna mark them so that I can cut them to the right length for the spine. And I'm going to cut them both at the same time. And hopefully these are the right size. Let me see. Yeah, perfect. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I also cut a piece of muslin. Let me see, what did I do with my piece? Here it goes. I cut off a piece of muslin, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sandwich it between the two 1-inch. I'm gonna sandwich it with my glue. All right, because I want the spine to be nice and secure, so I figure fabric will be the best thing. And I'm gonna spread the glue because I want the whole thing to capture the muslin. And then I'm gonna have to trim the muslin. I want to have an even amount on both sides. And I trim this muslin with my rotary trimmer. And I think I did 1.5 inches wide, so that I could have a 1/2 inch on each, 1/4 inch on each side to put under the journal sides. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna keep gluing this. Try to get the glue off. And then with my glue stick, I'm gonna put another piece of book page on it that I pre-cut, and I'm gonna have to trim these down because I cut them at 6 inches, and the journal is really only 5. Actually, I think it's a little bit more than 5, but yeah. So I'm gonna trim this off. Okay. Whoa, look at that. I couldn't have done that if I had tried. It's like flipping bottles. It landed perfectly on the other side. Anyway, let me put this other piece of book page on. Yeah, it's the right side. Where is my little squeegee thingy? Yeah, So I'm gonna like really press that down. Okay. Then I gotta trim this side off. Let me get rid of that, put the cap on my glue. Now, I'm not sure whether this is going to be visible or not, so I'm going to ink it just in case. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I want to ink it. Because originally it was heavily inked, so I want to just keep that look. And I don't care if it gets on the muslin. I just want to make sure the paper is inked. I'm going to ink it on both sides. And then what I also did was I made a little template to make the holes in my spine. And I think I'm going to do those holes before I attach the spine. So let me put that aside. Let me put this back where it belongs. Just bear with me. Where's my little template? Okay, so I made my template, right? I marked the top so that I know that when I put in my pages, the holes are gonna line up. Now I'm gonna give myself like that 1/8 of an inch, sort of. On the top and bottom, right? And let me get my awl. Let me get my awl. And I'm just gonna go ahead and punch the holes. I just did a line across and then measured up and down 1/4 inch apart. And I found the center of each line. And that's where I'm putting in my holes. And I guess it doesn't have to go all the way through because this book isn't thick enough, this magazine. But when I pull this up, I'm going to go ahead and then punch the holes all the way through if I can find them. Okay, here I can see these easily. And right away I can see that I'm off a little bit. So what do I want to do about that? It doesn't look off on here. Well, maybe it does. Well, it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and punch through. There you go. And the muslin in between makes it a bit tough. So I don't want to poke my fingers. All right, so I got those 3 and my fingers are really sticky. Okay, here's that one. Here's the second one. And there goes the third one. And then let me find the center holes. Okay, here's the one in the middle. Here's the second hole, and here's the third hole. Okay. Now this is pretty wonky, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of give it a second to dry, because it still feels like really mushy, and my hands feel really mushy, really sticky, excuse me. All I have is Windex. So I'll clean my fingers with a little bit of Windex. If you ever saw my big fat Greek wedding, the father, Windex fixes everything. So that's what I'm using. All right, so I can put my all away. And let me get my needle. I should mark the one I like to use, because I don't like it to be the thickest one. Yeah, this one is good. Whoops. And I'm gonna get my wax thread out and have it ready. And my 2 little binder clips and have that ready. And then let me put this away. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'll have time to sew in the signatures, but if I do, then you can stick around for that. Or fast forward. Okay, here. So what I plan to do is glue the spine in, like glue the muslin in. That way it'll have like the flex. So let's see. I wonder if I should glue, put the glue on the muslin. Oh, and let me make sure I'm gluing the right side so that it's right side up. Okay. Get it right along the edge. Okay. Awkward silence. I apologize about that. It's like you can't do 2 things at once, squeezing glue and talking. It's a challenge. Yeah. So I think I might have overdone it with the glue, but I guess better safe than sorry, right? And I'm gonna stick that in there. I'm getting my thing all messy with glue. Let me get this little thing out. Anyway, that shouldn't be too visible because it's gonna be you know, the spine, the signatures will hide it. And if it is visible, then I'll just throw some washi tape on there to hide it. Get it along the edge. Yes, I know I told you a while ago about my dog Milo having cancer, and he couldn't have surgery because his heart wouldn't withstand it. So his tumor's growing back. I know I told you that guy that also. But now our other dog, Lexi, is has a mammary gland mass, and she also has a mass on her shoulder. And we're having it tested to see whether or not it's cancerous or not. And yeah, so now both our dogs, you know, and then Milo, we couldn't do the surgery to have the tumor removed because of his heart issue. And so the tumor is growing back. It sucks when you have a pet, you know, they're like family. And I don't know, it's just sad. It's, you know, and my husband is so attached to Milo. I mean, he loves Lexi too, but we had Milo first, and that's like his soul dog, you know? So, I don't know. Ooh, this is not even. Better make sure those are even. Anyway, so I think this is turning out pretty well. Oh, that slid on me. I gotta get it back up there. But anyway, so now I have a 1-inch spine on the little journal. And I'll probably wind up covering it. But like I said, you know, I have to let that dry. I have to let it dry, so I don't think I can sew the signatures in because it has to dry. So we'll probably do that in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really happy with how the mini journal is turning out, especially since it's something that I wasn't intending to make this week. So thanks to DJ at Hither and Jan Studio for putting out the fall mini journal kit. And as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.